Here's a story about something in Russia. Back when communism reigned in Russia, stories from the underground church would surface. From time to time, on Sunday, one particular group of believers would gather for worship. They would arrive throughout the day so that not to arouse suspicion by the KGB informants. By dark, they were all inside, windows closed, doors locked. They began by singing a hymn quietly, when suddenly the door was pushed open, and in walked two soldiers with automatic weapons, demanding that they would line up on the wall. One shouted, "If you would wish to renounce your commitment to Jesus Christ, leave now." Two or three left quickly. After a few more seconds, two more left. Finally, a couple more slipped out in the night. After a few moments of complete silence, the soldiers closed and locked the door. They said, "Keep your hands up, but in praise to God. We too are Christians, and we have learned to not trust anyone who is not willing to die for their faith." Are you willing tonight, if push comes to shove, to die for your faith? You know, when Stephen was being stoned, he stood by faith, didn't he? Because he knew he was about to see his Maker. When David stood before that giant, he had faith in the God that he served. When the three Hebrew children were thrown into that flames, they had faith that God could deliver them out. When Daniel was in that lion's den, before he shut the lion's mouth, David knew that something miraculous was about to happen. Daniel knew something miraculous was going to happen. Some of us tonight needs to know that in the midst of all the tribulations, through anything we may face, we need to learn to stand up for Jesus. Though it may not be a fashionable thing, we need to stand up for the Lord. First, you have to honestly and objectively take in your life goals before the Lord for His approval. Second, do your goals feed your ego more than honor the Lord? And third, are you willing to change your goals if God were to show you that you should? Robert Frost wrote, "Two roads diverged into wood, and I took the one less traveled, and that made all the difference." The one less traveled makes all the difference. Because if it was easy, there'd be a whole lot more serving than not. But God never promised us no bed of roses. He never said it'd be easy. He said we would face opposition. He said we would face trials and tribulations. He said two should be grinding at the mill, one should be taken and one should be left. And He knew those that really knew the true cost of discipleship.